Gabby, Ureli, Grace, Emerson, Jill, Gary, Terry, and then Brayden.
And then me, the end of 7th.
And then you added Onyx and Lucia.
And we'd eat lunch in this
And now there's only 2 of us.
And then there were 2.
There's only 2 standing.
All of them are either dead or they live.
Or drug addicts.
Yeah, literally. Humble abode. Land of the hillbillies and the depressed.
I mean, we're not completely in the country. Like, there's enough buildings to where, like, you can say that we're in, like, a town, obviously. But, like, there's still trees around. There's still grass.
There's little rivers.
Fields. There's lots of fields. There's lots of, like, in the distance you can see, like, the vineyards, like the winery vineyards. A lot of churches. There's, like, 3 churches in Yamhill.
4 churches in Yamhill.
Yeah. Which is crazy, because the population of Yamhill is, like...
Not enough to have 4 churches.
Yeah. And then there's one store that everyone goes to. T&E. That's where everyone gets their shit.
A lot of barns.
One school. It's like black and white
it's
here.
It's freaking a movie.
It's
an
like
old-time movie
1920s.
going through here. Okay, look over here. This is where we saw Gabby's dead body.
Well, no, she was in the castle.
Yeah. No, when you walked in, you could see her body, though.
You did, yeah.
I mean, there obviously are a bunch of religious people here, but I'd say that I can just kind of generalize and say that everyone loves to just keep to themselves. Everyone's very private, and they love to gossip, and then they're just, like, very judgmental. I mean, these people, even since, like, middle school, we are anti-abortion. We want him to build the wall in Mexico and keep all the dirty Mexicans out. We, like, saying all these horrible things, and obviously we take that personally. Because we are, Mexican. We are pro-choice. And it's like, these people, they're not interested in having discussions. They just kind of say their stuff, and then if you disagree, they say you're an idiot. Like, growing up, I, for real, in middle school, thought dating your cousin wasn't that bad. Because there were, like, 2 cousin couples. Isn't that insane? And they would do PDA in the hallway. I wouldn't even, like, bat an eye. I was like, oh, that's normal. Like, they're cousins, but who cares? They're just, like, experimenting. And the teachers would literally see that shit and not care. Like, this is just its own little weird, it's, like, cut off from the whole world. And these people, they just feed into their delusions of that, oh, like, gay people are trying to take over the world. Oh, vaccines are going to make us autistic. Like, all this crazy shit. And they just
They're putting
feed
chips
off of
into
it.
us. They're going to track us. It's really sad because it's like we grew up with these people since we were literally like 7, 8. And to see how, like, different people...
COVID changed them for the worse. Like, I think being around their families and maybe
it's like these people who would call us slurs and stuff. We were, like, 8 years old playing on the playground together. And it's sad to see how, like, times have changed.
This used to be the spot where everyone would do drugs and alcohol and also get their first sexual experience. But then, like, cut all the bushes down so that now they can see everything.
It's hard being young because it's like there's not many people who believe the same as you, so then you kind of just, like, fit into this group where most people turn to drugs because it's like it's only a couple of you. And then you kind of mold into the same group. You don't go anywhere else. And
I feel like to fit in here, you have to you kind of have to accept that these people are like that. Because you're forced to be around them. You're forced to be in class with them. There's no other options for friends. You kind of you have to accept it, and there comes a point when when you just don't even try to argue with them or debate with them anymore. Because no one's going to change.
Yeah.
There was definitely a big chunk of people here who you could just tell. Like, there's a large group of people in Yamhill where you just never would hear them talk. Like, you would know them. They would be there since elementary school. You'd know their name, but then you would never hear them speak. You'd never hear them, talk in class discussions. They were just really quiet. And those people were not athletes. They were not really a part of any clubs. And they were just kind of forgotten about.
Do you know anybody who's ever taken the bus from Yamhill to Portland?
S. I know S.
These two girls right here.
It took us 2 hours to get to Portland from Carleton.
So fun.
Yeah.
No, actually, it was so fun. I felt so independent. And, like, I ruled the world, Me being in Portland, I literally love it so much. I love the people. I love how everything is just going, nothing stopped. It's like, even at night, it could be, like, middle of the night, and people are still out.
And there's so many people to talk to.
Yeah, and it's, like...
And they're friendly.
Yeah.
They're friendly. They have cool style. They look different. They act different.
Yeah.
Everyone's very unique. In Portland, it's like things are constantly changing,
Mm-hmm.
And there's like this like kinetic energy in the air where it makes you want to get up and do things.
If I look too much in nature, then I get headaches. But if I look too much in Fortnite, I never do. Because Fortnite's my new reality. You're not.
Do you feel like here you guys act different than how you do in Portland?
I don't even go outside here because I
It's
literally.
so depressing over here.
I mean, the church where Gabby's funeral was at is over there. In the school where I was slut shamed, where I was like called horrible names, and I hate everyone.
Also,
there.
your house is like in the worst spot it could ever be in.
It's right next to the school. It's in the middle of town, and it's horrible. And then I don't want to see anyone I know.
Yeah, that's
I hate
also
everyone
like...
here. The select few that I do like here, I still don't even want to see them. I just want to forget Yamhill and everything that happened here because it holds so many horrible memories.